In the heart of Oki village, where the earth breathed with ancient tales and tradition, danced in the whispers of the wind, there lived a young man named Otemu. His presence was like a flame that ignited both admiration and envy. His striking features and magnetic charm, making him the talk of the village. Otemu, with his average height and physique, carved by nature's own hand, possessed a beauty that seemed almost otherworldly. Every girl and even some men turned their heads when he passed by, their whispers carrying tales of his allure, like a folk tale spun from the threads of desire and jealousy. But Oki Kingdom was not a place where one could simply bask in the glow of admiration. It was a realm governed by strict and ancient traditions, where the consequences of defying the established order were as grave as they were swift. Among those customs was the decree that no girl shall marry outside the kingdom, a rule that bound the hearts of the villagers tighter than any chain. For the men of Oki Kingdom, the path to marriage beyond the village borders was not entirely barred, but it came with its own set of challenges. Before seeking a bride elsewhere, a suitor had to provide a genuine reason for leaving, and upon acceptance, he was required to present 7 he-goats to the prospective bride's parents as a symbol of his sincerity. Otemu's handsomeness, however, proved to be a blessing and a curse. While his attractiveness drew the longing gazes of nearly every woman in the village, it also ignited a storm of jealousy and infighting among those who coveted his affection. The women of Oki Kingdom found themselves captivated by his charm, their hearts yearning for a taste of the passion that seemed to radiate from him like a flame. As rumors spread like wildfire through the village, whispers began to circulate about Otemu's prowess in matters of intimacy. Some claimed to have experienced his fire firsthand, while others spoke in hushed tones of his prowess in the bedroom. It was whispered that Otemu was not just a lover but a tiger with a long pee that left his partners gasping for more. The women of Oki Kingdom, consumed by desire and envy, found themselves drawn to Otemu like moths to a flame. His allure was irresistible, his touch leaving a trail of longing in its wake. Yet, as their desires burned brighter, so too did their jealousy, fueling a silent part among them to keep Otemu for themselves and themselves alone. It was this power that cast a shadow over Otemu's quest for love, leaving him trapped in a web of longing and rejection. Despite the many admirers who vied for his affection, he found himself unable to break free from the chains of tradition that bound him. Every attempt to court a potential bride was met with resistance, for the women of Oki Kingdom had vowed never to marry him, lest they lose their claim to his passion. And so Otemu found himself in a state of limbo, surrounded by admirers, yet unable to find true companionship. The women of the village had formed a committee, their sole purpose to ensure that none among them dared to defy the pact they had made. Any girl who dared to break their vow was met with swift and brutal punishment, leaving Otemu with few options and even fewer prospects for love. But deep within his heart burned a fire that could not be extinguished, a determination to break free from the shackles of tradition and forge his own path to happiness. With each passing day, he grew stronger in his resolve, his spirit unyielding in the face of adversity. And so, Otemu embarked on a journey of self-discovery, seeking to unravel the mysteries of his own heart and defy the expectations that has bound him for so long. With courage as his guide and love as his compass, he set out to challenge the status quo and rewrite the rules that had governed his life. With each step he took, Otemu blazed a trail of defiance, inspiring others to question the norms that had kept them captive for so long. His story became a beacon of hope for those who dare to dream of a life beyond the confines of tradition, a testament to the power of love to overcome even the most entrenched of societal barriers. And as he stood on the precipice of change, Otemu knew that the road ahead would not be easy. But with every beat of his heart, he felt a sense of liberation unlike anything he had ever known. A freedom born of courage and forged in the fires of passion. For Otemu, the journey had only just begun. But as he gazed out into the horizon, he knew that whatever trails lay ahead, he would face them with the same unwavering resolve that had brought him this far. And with love as his guide and freedom as his prize, he set forth into the unknown, ready to embrace whatever destiny may await him. As Otemu ventured beyond the borders of Oki Kingdom, his heart brimming with hope and determination, he found himself in a nearby kingdom where the air seemed to hum with the promise of new beginnings. Here, amidst unfamiliar faces and unknown customs, he hoped to find a love that transcended the boundaries of tradition. In this neighboring realm, Otemu's reason for seeking a bride was met with curiosity and acceptance. He spoke of his desire for companionship, of his longing for a love that was not bound by the dictates of tradition. And though his suitors were initially skeptical, they were soon won over by his sincerity and charm. It was here in the embrace of kindred spirit that Otemu found the love he had been searching for. Their connection was instant, their hearts entwined in a bond that defied the constraints of time and tradition. And so they stood before each other, pledging their love and devotion. Otemu knew that he had finally found his soulmate. But the journey was far from over. As Otemu returned to Oki Kingdom with his newfound love by his side, he braced himself for the storm that awaited him, for he knew that his happiness would not be welcomed by all. But there were those who would stop at nothing to keep him for themselves. As he introduced his beloved to the women of Oki Kingdom, their reactions ranged from shock to disbelief to outright hostility. They could not fathom how one among them could dare to defy their unspoken pact, how one could lay claim to the man they had all desired for themselves. But Otemu stood firm in his conviction, refusing to be swayed by their protests and accusations. He spoke of a love as a force that knew no bounds, of happiness as a birthright that belonged to all who dared to seize it. And though his words fell on deaf ears, he refused to back down, knowing that his love was worth fighting for. In the end, it was not the acceptance of the other women that mattered most to Otemu, but the love and support of his chosen partner. Together they forged a path forward, navigating the challenges and obstacles that lay in their way with unwavering resolve. And as they embark on their journey together, hand in hand and heart in heart, Otemu knew that they would face whatever trials may come with courage and grace, for theirs was a love that had conquered tradition and defied expectation, a love that would endure for all eternity. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.